What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude, Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. This is the beta, and today I'm going to be playing Elude. He's our level 118 Barrel Druid. Pretty sweet scythe he's got there. He's like a pirate that has a scythe. He's like the Grim Reaper pirate. Blackheart Tonky says, "Hey, well, hello. What's up, Blackheart Tonky? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. This is AKA Super Killer Pro. How you doing, man? You playing anything today, or you still on restriction mode activate?" I'm about to get into leveling Elude, the last couple levels that he has remaining, and we're gonna do some probably max level content after that. I'm thinking getting him heroic ready, because we already have our Retribution Paladin. He's also prot, he can heal, but I think I'm mainly Retribution on that guy. And he's heroic ready already, so I want to get Elude up to that level, make him heroic ready, get his item level, his gear level up high enough to where he can do the difficult stuff. Not to say that dungeons aren't difficult right now. With level scaling, they did a pretty good job of making it a challenge, so we're working on that right now. We're going to be working on that today. At some point later, I'm going to transition from Battle for Azeroth over to Legion. I don't know if I'll stream that, but I think most people have had their fill of Legion content, but I could still flip it on and probably get into something interesting and do something dangerous over there on the retail version. Excuse me, I'm drinking a tonic for my throat. I woke up and I was like, oh no, don't want my throat to start getting all savaged up. It's like I think my wife brought something from her co-worker's home. She said that her co-worker came and said her throat was kind of messed up, and then her boss later that day started feeling like his throat was messed up or something to that effect, and now I woke up with my throat, and she told me about all that, like her co-workers and stuff, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to get sick. So I'm drinking like it's honey with some cayenne pepper and lemon, and I put cinnamon and ginger in it as well. I'm trying to like give my immune system a jolt and clear up my throat with some warm tea. Okay, excuse me. I'm going out to, I don't want to do Legion returns. I'm gonna hit up the Mage Quarter, teleport to Borealis. Borealis is in Tiersgard, I think that's how it works, and from there we're gonna go and do this goat fur thing and just continue the progression we were already on throughout that zone. But a Mog, maybe I want to make a new Mog though, because this one's kind of different. Oh man, I have access to all my other stuff. Man, I hope this guy doesn't run away from me. Don't run away from me, buddy! Void Drenched Cape, that looks kind of cool. Chest, please stay here and let me finish. Here, let me just right click that and apply that. Oh, this is cool. I got all my other stuff from, I guess this is the benefit of importing your characters. You get access to all your Mogs. It's like the coolest thing. Oh, do I have one of those cool belts? That one's not very cool. I like this one. Apply leggings. Anything? And nothing too. How about here? Nothing? No? Yeah. And yeah, I think that's okay. We got a decent matching Mog now. Yeah, we'll just roll with that for the time being. I probably should have saved that outfit, but I don't know if that's even working right now. We've got the Blizzard Battle for Azeroth original soundtrack playing in the background there. That's the little piano ditty that you hear in the background. And I got the link to that if you guys are interested in the description below, if you want to get a feel for how they're presenting Battle for Azeroth's musical side. I'm using my officially mug. I've worn this thing out. My son came home one day and he gave me this mug. It's got like these thumbprints. It's like paint and thumbprints on it. I don't know if you can even see that, but it did say officially the best dad on it. He's out visiting his aunt right now, so I think he's gonna be there for like a week or so for summer vacation for his summer vacation. He's going to visit the family, and then at some point he's gonna go visit my mom as well. That kid, we're always organizing play dates and visits for him. It's pretty cool. And you know what they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I already miss him. It's only been a couple days. Not used to being away from him a whole lot. Okay, pushing our influence. Meet Harford Windbrain at the Redemption about. Okay, so this might be a quest that's sending us to a different zone. If it does, I'm not gonna be continuing that path. Yeah, it's telling me to go to Zuldazar. I can at least pick up the starter for it, I guess. I'm just not gonna do all that stuff. What's your plan? Gather round, everyone. Here's the plan. Alright, I'm gonna go down here if that's fine with you, buddy. We have a mission board I've been sending followers off on. Ooh, we can get some more of small Azerite by sending our followers off. Also, there's Order of Embers commendation, 75 of the Order of Embers. I don't know what that is, but let's do the 6-hour one. 90% chance, 125. Then we could do this one. Yeah. So even the followers come with their own kind of bonuses now. So this is going to give us a 150% chance to get extra Azerite. I think that's cool. Wild Hammer, buddy. Wow. So that worked out perfectly. We had just the right followers with just the right troops to support them followers. You can view the progress here. 6 hours and 4 hours until those are done. Alright, let's go back up top side and see if they've finished doing their RP with the plan. Says, let's get a move on, Elude. Talk to the ship's captain and we can ship out. Alright, so whenever I want to go to Zuldazar, I can talk to the ship's captain. For the time being, I'm good on that. I'm going to pass. So, this Vindicator Jelana of the 7th Legion Emissary just reminded me of Daydream. I had to rename Daydream whenever I imported the character to this beta. For some reason, somebody took my nickname. Someone took my name, Daydream. So, I named Daydream Vindicate. And that's Vindicator Jelana or something like that. Interesting. What a coinkadink. I'm gonna hit the flight path and fly out west and finish cleaning up the early stages of this zone. I still got, I think this is actually, yeah, this is Drusvar. Okay, I see. And this is Tirisgard. This is still Tirisgard. I might need to work my way down to the right here. Maybe these will lead me there, but I'm willing to guess, willing to bet that if I continue heading west, it's going to tell me to start doing Drusvar. But maybe that'll work. I don't know. This is the Zuldazar Foothold. Drust in Time. That sounds like a Drusvar starter. I need to do these. The Bears and the Bees. The Runaway Rider. Save Our Shipmates. And then those. So let's get rid of Zuldazar. Great Sea Scrolls. We'll keep that. I'm going to get rid of Drustvar. Runaway Rider. Yeah, the rest of these are what I want. Okay. Flight path. I've already forgot. Let's hit up the Northwing Estate and then we'll do the southern one from there, I suppose. No. Let's go to the Bears and the Bees. That's at, what is this one? The Roughneck Camp. Alright, we're gonna hit up the Redneck Camp. On our way. I'm a wolf riding a bird. Excuse me. Kate Bank yells, "The Relentless has just docked. All aboard for Stormwind." Oh, okay. So we have a portal to Stormwind, but then we also have a ship that goes to Stormwind, apparently. I guess that makes sense in the maps. Kind of, yeah. The cartography makes sense. Because if you take a boat out of this little area here, you can get to Eastern Kingdoms pretty quickly. The updated map here. I don't know if you've guys seen this yet, but this is the new zones, Culturas and Culturas, I don't know how you want to pronounce it, in Zandalar. Sometimes I strace the wrong syllables, so apologies for that. One thing I noticed yesterday that I had like kind of a complaint against, or a gripe about, maybe I actually should even report it. I think I will report it actually. I've encountered a bug. The Hornet, okay. When attempting to group via the LFG tool on the quest log, comma, I was eventually grouped with, on the quest log for the quest, where did it go? What? Oh goodness, give me a second. How did it just disappear just now? Here it is, wanted. Okay, now I'm tracking it again. For the quest, wanted. The Hornet. I was eventually grouped with another player, but I was war mode enabled and he was not. We ended up in different instances and could not help each other. There. Okay, so this is a bug I got yesterday whenever I was trying to complete this Wanted the Hornet. This boss has, like, he's an elite, he's a group quest, and he had like I want to say like 200k hit points or something like that. And maybe I could do that. I got 60k hit points, but usually if it's more than double my hit points in every expansion since BC, I've noticed that you most likely can't solo that, or if you do, you're pretty hard pressed to solo a mob that has more than double your hit points. So I attempted it yesterday, and he does this wing buffet thing. It increases his haste with every cast. Now it's uninterruptible, but you can stun it, which doesn't actually keep the move from coming off a cooldown. I think it still has its own cooldown, even like you can't interrupt that cooldown. Well, anyways, the long and short of it is, I used the LFG tool to get some help, and we ended up, there was one other guy after like maybe 10 or 20 minutes. He ended up in my group, but in a different phase because I was war mode enabled, like I am right now. And if any of y'all are trying to figure out what the hell that means, in my talents here, I clicked war mode whenever I was in Stormwind, and that makes me PvP. You can see my name's green. So I can attack enemy players and they can attack me, but I also get these 3 extra moves and some XP bonus. Well, I think it's an XP bonus. I mean, I actually don't know. But anyways, he wasn't war mode enabled, and if you have like party members that are war mode enabled and party members that aren't war mode enabled, y'all end up in 2 different instances of the world, and you can't even see each other out in the world. So I'm reporting this as a bug, maybe, or just to bring it to their attention. So hopefully that gets resolved. I don't know. That could be working as intended, but you know, it's kind of useless to use the LFG tool to accomplish an objective when you're in 2 different instances and can't even help each other out. Like, so I'm just reporting it as a bug. Hopefully it gets resolved. I don't know how many bug tickets they've been getting, or if people are still even reporting stuff, but hopefully that gets resolved that way. So we got goat fur. I think I need to click on this goat. Shaving. He's like, don't shave me, bro. Excuse me. So I found out yesterday who's casting bleat. I found out yesterday, as I'm fighting these mobs, these little orbs will appear next to me. I thought that was something bad that they were doing, but it actually turns out to be my trinket. I have the Electromental in a jar, tiny Electromental in a jar. Your attacks and abilities have a chance to grant phenomenal power. On reaching 12 applications, you will unleash lightning, inflicting nature damage. That's not the one. That's not the one either. Oh, it's this, Secrets of the Deep. Okay, so my shoulders have an Azerite empowered tier that your spells and abilities have a chance to create a surging droplet nearby. Collecting it increases your primary stat by 135 for 18 seconds. Rarely, a void droplet will be created, increasing your primary stat for 270 for 18 seconds instead. So there's these white orbs that spawn near me, and then I can collect them, and you know, it just increases my stats by 135. Every once in a while I'll get a void one, and that's 270, almost 300 of my primary stat. So I grabbed that. I didn't realize that those orbs were that going off, but it's useful to run over those. I don't know how many times I just neglected that though. I'm gonna get when stunned or immobilized or not, you get the heal. I'm gonna do that one. Kind of a defensive. Alright, I think my wife's here. I need to help her with something. I'll be right back, guys. Give me one moment, please. Uno momento, por favor. I'm gonna give y'all an AFK screen, so be right back. Give me like a moment. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. So yeah, the droplet. My shoulders will proc that, and I gotta keep an eye out for it. And when it does, it's kind of like the demon hunters or the monks, where you just gotta run over it and collect it in the middle of combat. Kind of another reason to keep you mobile. I scared this goat. Well, I guess I don't need to kill him, but... Whoops. Look, here's one of those orbs. This is the type I was talking about. So now I got a buff called Secrets of the Deep. It's increasing my primary stat by 135. So I'm getting more agility from that. Pretty cool. And then as it wears off, I got 2750 about right now. Let's see how far it drops. 2608 now. So yeah, that's the Azerite shoulders ability. Hey babe. Hey. Hey. How you doing? How you doing? She said, I guess that's how she's doing. Is this the Hornet? Oh, okay, I'm gonna try this Hornet again, guys. If I can stun, I was thinking this out last night, or maybe I can push back. See, the problem is my Mighty Bash is a 50-second cooldown, and that Wing Buffet ability comes out more than 50 seconds. Like, more times than once in 50 seconds. So, I need to find out another way to get that thing to stop casting. And what the thought that had just occurred to me was, maybe I could Typhoon it. Because that's a 30-second cooldown, and Maim is my stun. It's my combo point finisher. Oh, look, that's a Void one. I just got a Void bubble. 270, so my primary stat's 3033 now. Okay, so I'm thinking Typhoon. Maybe Typhoon will help. Alright, so I'm going to burn my Tome of the Tranquil Mind. You start out with like 100 whenever you first create a character. On beta at least. Here's the Typhoon. That changed my Mighty Bash into Typhoon. So now every 30 seconds I can push him back. And that should interrupt his cast, hopefully. I don't know if there's anything else I could do that'll be helpful. Brutal Slash. I can always reduce... here, let's go with Savage Roar. That'll give us more oomph. Feral Frenzy? No, we're going to be healing a lot. Balance affinity, nah. Guardian affinity, switching into Guardian form and reducing our damage. That's only useful for the frenzied regeneration. So I'm gonna chill on that. Maybe renewal as well, just for the big heal. That gets rid of Tiger Dash. I don't really need Tiger Dash a whole lot really fast. So let's put that here. We'll put that there. So I move my Dark Flight movement speed over there. Now I have a second defensive. So yeah, now we're spec'd for this fight. Maybe Soul of the Forest as well. I don't know. Jagged Wounds makes the Rip, Rake, and Thrash deal their full damage faster. Do we want our damage to deal fast? Nah. Let's go with Soul of the Forest. So now our finishing moves will grant 5 energy per combo point spent and deal increased damage. Predator's not as useful right now either. We'll go with Blood Scent because Predator relies on targets dying. So specifically for this fight, this is how I'm doing it. I'm treating this like the Mage Tower now because it's serious. Okay, so let's make sure all of our abilities are set up right. We got Bear Form, we got our PvP talent. Ooh, maybe I could even look at these. For every enemy you have Rip active on, that doesn't help us. So we got Enraged Maim versus Maim. 10-second cooldown, 20-second cooldown. Okay, so this changes the cooldown of Maim. That's useful. Rip and Tear, that could be useful. Rake has an increased crit chance if it has a target that, okay, so this is okay for single target. That's okay. So now we have Maim more often and Typhoon. So hopefully those will help us keep him from getting that haste buff. And we got damage done increasing abilities as well. So hopefully that helps us, you know, just a little bit more than what we had, taking this guy down. All right, let's see. Can we do it? Can we do this? Here, I'm gonna start first by killing these things. That way I can walk into combat with a buff on. Just kill this thing completely. Okay, so now I can walk into combat with a full Savage Roar. Every little bit's gonna help. All right, let's do it. This is what we need to interrupt, and we missed our opportunity there. We're already off to a great start, guys. Okay, heal that. There's another one. I don't know what to do. I'm not doing so hot, guys. Alright, I don't have anything here. He's getting them off on me. Here, there's a big one. Savage Roar's falling off. Yep, we need to bail. It's too fast. The global cooldown's what's killing it, man. I got him down. Maybe I can heal up real quick. He does move kind of slow. Okay. Come on, we're just gonna out DPS him. Oh, get up here. Oh, I didn't get the void thing, did I? Beat Wings, he's doing it again. Come on, just get him. Tiger's Fury. Get him, bleed, bleed. Bleed to death, yes! Okay, I almost ran. We barely irked by. So that is what made the difference. Switching to single target damaging abilities really made a huge difference there. I did 2.6k DPS. And we'll do Brawler the same way. He's fighting Gold Coat Stingers, Gold Coal Stingers. Here. Oops, I thought I was stealth. My bad. Buff our damage. AoE them fools. Bite. Oh, I should have ripped. Rip. Rip in peace. Jeanette, can you turn that on, please? Thank you. Love you, babe. Die. All of you die. Oh no. We got a big heal there. Oh, we're good, we're good. I think I like this talent setup better. And I don't think he was a quest complete, unfortunately. Okay. You're a lifesaver. I wonder where the roughneck was. I didn't even realize this is his disguise. You see, this is like stage props, cardboard cutout tree and rock. He was hiding behind that. Helpless Henry. Henry, always getting yourself into trouble. Man, okay. I was like, dang, it just got cold. She pointed the fan at me.
I'm out of range.
My neighbor has these little dogs. They're like Pekingese or something like that. But every time Jeanette or one of the kids goes out, if they start going barf, 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 you can hear them. They're like little tiny dogs, so they got like really high-pitched barks. I wasn't trying to do that. It wasn't my intention to face pull these guys. Yeah, I still have a lot to learn with Feral. I'm not totally comfortable with it yet. But this will be my main next expansion. I'm going to go into next expansion. I've already made up my mind. I want the Feral Druid and the Pally. And that's how I'm going into next expansion. Dagnabbit. Oh, trash. So these Tortolan pilgrimage scrolls rather, you get those from treasure chests. And the reason why I'm collecting those is you get the Great Seas Scrolls quest. I think it's up north from here in Stormsong Valley. You get the Great Seas Scrolls quest from a Tortolan. Heck, it may be even from Tiergard Sound where the Tortolan are in that town over here somewhere. Well, anyways, if I'm able to complete the quest, I'll get a 281 head with Azerite powers and 500 artifact power for my Heart of Azeroth. So treasure chests. Every time I see those, I want to try to get those so I can collect 12 scrolls. And what I was just doing was you get these scrolls that you have to identify, and you'll be able to tell whether or not, after right clicking, whether or not it's a duplicate pilgrimage scroll or whether or not it's an actual pilgrimage scroll. And what you need is 12 unique pilgrimage scrolls. On a side note, the Tortolan in the Borealis area, where you start in this town, Borealis, there's a guy who sells these scrolls of swiftness, of truth, of substance. And it's interesting because the scroll of swiftness here, they say shit hits the fan and you need to get out of dodge quick. You right click the swiftness scroll and you get the speed buff. You are running so fast. And you got to remember who you're getting this from. The Tortolan. Slow motion, running so fast. So they're really taking the turtle thing very seriously. The first time I did that, I giggled because I was like in the shit. I wanted to try to get away from some quill boar up in Stormsong Valley. So I popped that scroll and I started running so fast. I just started giggling. And there's another kind of little funny joke like that in the stable area when you first start really encountering the Tortolan. They have you do some quests. I think it's in Hatherford. Hatherford? That's like I don't know if y'all seen Parks and Recreation. There's Tom Hatherford. I don't know. I don't think that's a reference to him at all, but same name, still interesting. Now I have to remember that I have Savage Roar. You know, come to think of it, I'm sitting here playing like straight up legit and everything, like bare bones kinda, without add-ons assisting me a whole lot. But I do have weak auras. I could be setting up weak auras to track important buffs like Savage Roar. Oh, I was trying not to aggro the big guy, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna rip that guy. We're gonna rip and tear this guy. Pop our damage done increasing cooldown Berserk. Get our combo points up, bite, heal with that. Start getting more combo points. We want our rake to fall off completely before we reapply it because of how we're spec'd. Now we may want to reapply a rip. So there that goes. I'm really concentrating and trying really hard to not confuse rip and rake, because it's important. I don't want to call something by the wrong name all the time. Even though I think it's bass-ackwards the way Blizz has identified these moves. Just from a fresh perspective, a fresh set of eyes looking at this class. You know, rip should be rake and rake should be rip if you look at the icon. Just by the icon. I mean, the icon you can see. I've already explained. I'm not going to harp on it too much. Unless I'm casting the move very often. Then I'm going to harp on it every time I cast. Alright, there we go. Let's burn this dude down. I kind of like this setup that I went with, though. It's kind of one of those setups that I've made to where, like, the rep pally, like, there's the full haste route that I went with Vindication, or yeah, I think it's Vindication. No, Inquisition rather. So paladins get an ability at the last tier called Inquisition, and it's pretty much slice and dice. Like, if you've ever played the rogue, you get the slice and dice kind of haste and attack speed increased. Well, Inquisition increases your haste and damage, holy damage done specifically, I believe, for every combo point spent, and I think it lasts like a minute or something if you get a 5-point holy power expenditure. So you get the fast route. You can spec quick, like, to be a quick damage dealer as a pally, but then also you can go down this damage done route where you get like abilities like the what is it called? Execution Sentence. So like Execution Sentence will increase all your holy damage done by a specific percentage. Here's Totes Magoats, by the way. This is a rare I killed yesterday. And Totes Magoats dropped the Goat's Tote. It's a level 120 28 slot bag. So I got the Totes Magoats Goat's Tote. I thought it was funny. I linked it in Discord after I got it. Anybody interested in joining my Discord, by the way, like if you're watching this video live, or if you're watching it even like later on my channel, in the description of all my videos I have a link to the Discord, and I usually post pretty relevant WoW content in there and information, but like it's also just kind of a social channel too, where we just chat with the viewers and different Discord members. So yeah, and a lot of the times if I'm doing something in game, I'll even use that Discord to coordinate groups and stuff like that. But yeah, everybody's welcome. Anybody that wants to join that is welcome. Just so you can have another person's Discord on your tab to the side. I think I got like 12 to 20 of those different Discord servers all on mine. Okay, we're still looking for goats, not bears, just goats. Here's a gentle goat. Maybe that matters, the name. He's terrified. He's like, why'd you skin me, bro? Just straight, oh, what do you call it? I almost said tomahawked. Scalped. I scalped the goat. Okay. Let's get over to the turn in here. I gotta finish this because it's starting to get cold. Okay, target. Hold still. Here's the goat fur. We just got some leggings, so let's see what the chest has. An Azerite chest? Why is this a reward? Oh, probably for the Mog, right? Alright, I'll get it for the Mog. Don't upgrade. Okay. I was gonna be mad if it epic upgraded or something. Like, no, don't upgrade. I got my Azerite chest. Don't make me regret. So, yeah, I just got that reward for the Mog. I want one of them. They said there's gonna be these cloaks that you can get. What are they called? You know, the big leather coats. I don't know what the hell that's called. The leather dusters. That's what I want. I want to get a leather duster, but like full body length type leather duster, like really formal and regal attire. Alright, so we got the Hungry Dew scales we need to kill here. We need 7 of those for Protect the Nests. And I'm going to remember to put up my Savage Roar. I'm going to rip and tear that guy. He's good. He's going to die now. But we'll spread the love over to this guy here. And we'll say, oh, dang. Just fell. Can I get back up easily? Here, let's try this. We'll do some parkour. 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 Oh. Parkour fail. Rip. Get it? Rip. Rip and tear. Or rip and rake. Holy Instinct. Nice. Well, not at this person.
Most assuredly.
Most assuredly. Alright, we'll get this Hungry Dew scale here. I like that. That was nice. I almost expected Savage Roar to pull me out of combat whenever I activated it. That actually was not the case. He did his Savage Roar and remained stealth. Almost fell off this thing again. Okay, Griffin spotted egg. Oh man, did I actually fall off again? I don't know if I can even get up this way. There we go. Alright, we made it. Okay. We got 6 seconds left on Savage Roar, so let's get another one of those up. Savage Roar! And then, we'll reapply our Rake and Rip with our Honor talent. So, I can stun more often with Enraged Main. I can Rip and Tear instantly with this 1 minute cooldown Honor talent. And then the other benefit is, if I rake something that doesn't have rake on it already, there's a 60% increased crit chance. So you almost always see rake crit whenever I first apply it. I had to double check to make sure I was calling it the right name. Really trying to make a conscious effort to call these things the right names. Because I'm a noobly feral. I have played a little bit of it in Legion. This is a little bit different than that from what I've seen. I mean, there's still... Savage Roar has been around since, like, Kata, I think. I only seriously played Druid back in Cataclysm. They're really great gatherers. But my alcoholism keeps me from actually getting any really deep knowledge on the class. So I'm always kind of a meh, kind of like an okay feral druid, but I want to be like a badass feral druid next expansion. Now that's not to say that I might not that's not to say that I won't go boomkin or resto or tank guardian, because I do fully intend on checking those out as well. And that's kind of the benefit of being a druid. Just at a glance, your first impression, they're shapeshifters, right? And let's wait for this train to pass because this guy is wailing. Some of them, they'll be like meep meep, and then they'll pass, and then some of them are just like from a mile out already blaring the horn and then blaring it the whole time they go by. But anyways, what I was saying is one of the benefits of playing a druid is you really do get a taste almost every aspect of what roles have to offer in parties. You get the healer, the tank, and then you also get the melee DPS and the range DPS. And they're the only class that lets you do that. You can get, 3 of the 4 on most classes, other than the pure DPS classes. Like a mage is always a range DPS. Hunters, up until the last expansion, yeah, I think that's accurate, up until last expansion, maybe in WoD, I'm not actually sure, I doubt in Mist of Pandaria, but they're traditionally range DPSers. Survival kind of gets in the melee range a little bit with the traps and stuff like that, and Mongoose Bite and wing bite or wing clip or whatever. But Hunters are traditionally ranged DPS as well. It's only recently that they were given the ability to go melee as well. But that's also just pure DPS, right? You got the melee DPS and the range DPS, not tanks and heals. So Druid really is the only class you can kind of do all of those things on. I do also enjoy the paladin because the paladin can tank, DPS, or heal, as opposed to the warrior who can only tank or DPS. No healing ability for warriors. That wouldn't make sense, right? But yeah, you get what I'm getting at. Druids are good because they're just all around. But I think they've also suffered. I mean, this is my own opinion. This is kind of like how I play them and what the experience I've had with them. Not to say I play them correctly, but the Druids, they for me, it felt like I played kind of mediocre at all the roles. I wasn't ever really super good at any just one role. Okay, what do we got? Pull back the reins, tiring the Griffin by a small amount. Push the Griffin harder, tiring the Griffin by a large amount. Grab the Griffin more tightly, strengthening your grip on the beast. And the goal here is to wrangle him, so let's tire him out. Pulling. Wata! Gripping. Oh, that's our grip. Oh, shit. No, 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 no. Grip. Oh, that was close. Okay, so this is Griffin grip. Hold on to the Griffin. Don't let it toss you off. So we'll spam 3 here. Okay, tire him. So one of the cool things about these vehicle quests I notice is you can really just spam 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. If you're not into like the whole mechanics thing, you can be more deliberate, but almost every vehicle quest you can just sit there and spam the buttons like this and easily complete it. They started this stuff in MoP and Mists of Pandaria. You really started seeing vehicle quests really take off, and at the time whenever they were first implemented, I was like, wow, this is cool. It's like a super fun weighted quest that's not just, you know, go kill this guy, go deliver this letter, you know, that type of stuff. You're not the UPS guy for the NPCs. You get to actually get engaged in something interesting. But at this point, it's all just like, okay, I kind of understand the gimmick now, and I just spam 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and that gets the job done. Or whatever abilities you have, like you got to be careful because like some of them will do like dismounts, so you don't want to like, you know, 1 2 3 1 2 3 and then jump off the vehicle on accident. But my opinion on vehicle quests there, take it or leave it. Alright, so Spellbound Beast Slain. I really like kill quests. I'm kind of content with just going out and killing different mobs each go around. Like me, I'm very much a combat guy. I enjoy the combat, doing my rotation and watching cooldowns and stuff like that. What am I looking for here? Big Bad Wolves and Pork Chop? So, Spellbound Beasts? He's not a Spellbound Beast. Holy Instinct's just sitting here getting wailed on. Let's help Holy Instinct out here. I got you back, bro. And we'll heal him up. I just cheered. He said, "Oh!" That's cool. But like the Tauren are the only classes that can moo, and Elude or the Worgen are the only classes that can howl. Hawoo! Pork chop. Oh, this is what it is. Okay, so this is in the next zone. That's probably why. Ah, I see. So it's taking me to Drustvar now. What else do we have in this zone that we could probably finish? See, it says that they're right here, but there aren't any wolves and no spellbound beasts over here. So this truly is, this is a Drustvar quest. I should probably report that. Pork Chop and Big Bad Wolves appears in the West Wind Weald and Drustvar. Okay, what are they called? Pork Chop? The quests, or we'll say the quest objectives for Pork Chop. Oh, there's a PvP enabled dude. Here, let's get him. Oh, he's 120. This is going to be terrifying. I'm out of range. Get him. Get him. He's gonna pop his coolty. He's gonna go ham on me in a second. Don't die. Don't die, Elude. Keep at it. Bleed him. Go bear. Nope, too late. So Feral Druid versus Fury Warrior. Fury Warrior won. I'm only 118, but I figured I'd give it a shot. I got him down though. He was below half health. He was sweating for a second. I thought maybe with my talent setup I'd be able to handle him, but I don't know. I feel like I get energy stars pretty quickly. Yeah, he's blood crazed and buffed up now. Oh, he got me! No! Run away! Mad home. He's 102. Oh, speaking of which, why am I not in dungeon queue? So he's got 102k hit points. I only got 58k. He's got all kinds of buffs going on. Deadly navigation, quick navigation, whirlwind, sudden death, blood crazed, battle shout. These navigation things. I wonder where he's getting that from. The quick navigation and deadly navigation things. That might be something with his trinkets or maybe his Azerite armor. Tribal Eye says, you got beta, Elude? Defo gonna play this with you sometime, man. Yeah, man, hit me up. I'm on the Sylvanas server. You got yourself 7 or 8 beta keys so far? Dude, what can I do to get one of those for you? My cousin, he's been trying to get on BFA for a while. He's playing every contest that he can, and he's had no luck. He signed up for the beta like for a while now, but maybe you could hit me up on Discord, like in a personal message or something like that, and I'll whore myself out to you in some way if you'd like. But I'd really love to get my hands on one of those keys if you don't mind. But yeah, friend me, and like I said, I'm on the Sylvanas server. I could use somebody to run with. I have an alliance in a horde character. This is my ally guy. I'm trying to get him up to 120 and heroic geared because my rep pally on the horde side's already up to that point. So like, whatever's clever, man, just hit me up. We'll run something. I'm normally on in the AM, so I figured a lot of you EU guys are probably going to be my friends while I'm doing that here on beta. If I get another one, I'll throw it your way, Heart. Okay, cool. You could also just let me know how you're getting them too. Like maybe you're doing contests or something that I haven't heard of that I can go and apply for as well. But yeah, man, that'd be greatly appreciated. It's good to see you though. Like, I know I'm just like already whoring and chilling like 2 minutes into your your joining, but yeah, it's been a struggle. Like every time I talk to my cousin, he's trying to get them keys in one way or another, and I feel bad, man. It feels bad for my cuz. I'm like actively watching some of the streams that are doing these giveaways and trying to like enroll in those little giveaways with him to kind of double our chances a little bit, but like it's hard. It's like you're one against like 1,500 other people trying to get them keys. And there are people like Swifty and Savix, well, not Savix, but Hazelnutty, and I think Taliesin and Evital, like all them guys, they have keys and giveaways and contests and stuff, but I don't want to draw a pretty picture or like write a clever comment on every one of those things that they have, like those type of contests. I like Towley's because you could just go in his Discord, click a button, and you're entered, and it's random and it's given away. Of course, that stuff's always rigged. But yeah, man, I saw that you were still playing on Project Ascension. I thought that was pretty cool. You're still keeping it real for the OG team over there. I haven't really watched any of you guys lately, but I hopped into Life's stream or one of his past streams last night actually. Just kind of skimmed his channel. He's always like self-deprecating. He's like, boring stream. That was the one I watched, the boring stream. But I always see Tajoval, he's making content. Entered pretty much every giveaway. Let me know what those giveaways are, because we're still even trying to find more to enter ourselves. Because like I said, Taliesin and Evital did one, Hazelnutty was doing one. I think even Mike Preach Wow was doing one. You occasionally play Ascension, but rarely, but on occasion. I saw too, like, I don't know if I've already congratulated you, but I'm glad you got your channel back, man. That's pretty sweet. Seemed like YouTube was messing around for a while with you. But I'm glad you're up and streaming again. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm taking a dip of my toe into Feral here. This is the first time I've actually like kind of taken Feral seriously. In a few expansions at least. And I'm looking to try to get Feral and Ret Pally as my main next expansion. I'm trying really hard just to focus on those two and not my alcoholism. I don't want to level 12 different tunes and be mediocre at all of them. Or I guess it's 14 tunes now. I have one of each, but like I don't have any kind of a deep progression or knowledge on any one of those. So you'll probably almost always see me either here on Elude or Elude Stalwart is my my pally. You've been busy IRL, haven't had much time lately. Understandable. I'm coming off of a lot of busyness myself not too long ago. Something with when summer first started, like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the season for all the stuff IRL to pull you away. But yeah, I was doing quite a bit of things myself. So I totally understand. We all know that with streaming and video making and stuff like that, consistency is king. So I try to keep on releasing something. Like if I can't stream, I try to go back and clip my old 4-hour, 5-hour long videos and just pull out like an interesting rant that I go on, or try to clip down for like an epic moment or something. I don't know, there's different versions or different things that I do. I'm doing all these little tests to try to build the channel up a bit. Ah, we got an orb here. So these shadow orbs, the void orbs rather, are kind of a big deal. Oh no, don't die. Don't die. This toxic spews what's hurting. Get out of here, Grimstone Chef. My throat's starting to feel whack. Oh look, maybe we'll get some scrolls. Yeah, Tortolan Pilgrimage scrolls. Oops, no, let's go. Oh, you can stack them. Secrets of the Deep and Secrets of the Deep. The Void and the Light one. That's gonna get changed, I feel like. Because now look at our primary set, 3,326. And I'll put that in perspective in a bit. So let me get out of it, because these guys are hitting hard. I need to get out of combat with these dudes before they nuke me. Don't nuke me, bro. Alright, so without those buffs, what did I say? 3,326? Without those buffs, I'm only at 2,600. And those are for my shoulders. The Secrets of the Deep. I'm playing with these because, I didn't actually notice that, but... Oh, okay, yeah. So, with that first tier, you can pick one that complements every spec of the class, or one that complements a specific spec of the class. So I'm doing the every spec option right here on at least with the Druid here. My Paladin, he did just the Retribution version, and then if I could, I try to get the same piece from like a dungeon. Like if I had some shoulders, that I made that first tier Retribution on with the Azerite abilities. With the second item, I tried to make that first tier Prot or Holy or whatever else I wanted to focus on. So there's a little tidbit there. With leveling the Feral Druid, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick wholly with Feral. Like I said, this is my first look at the class in a while. So I didn't want to get pigeonholed into a spec that I didn't like or enjoy. So I kind of went the let's try to help them all out route. And all it is it just kind of breaks the theme a little bit of just that specific spec by complementing all the themes. I may have a sneeze coming here. Give me a second. Oh, I caught that one. Sorry about that. Whoops, I was supposed to go in stealth. Well, damn. Get that buff right there. We need to get our Savage Roar up. I'm really bad at keeping that up. I really need to make a weak aura. Get him. Get him. I feel like I'm doing a lot of damage sometimes, but I look over and it's like 2.8k DPS. I guess what a lot is is kind of like you have to take what your level is into consideration and like what your stats look like. But I've been in dungeons with AoE situations at least, bordering 5k DPS. But I've seen like some of these dudes, they go in, import their character from Legion, and they're like, you know, mythic geared or whatever from Antorus, walking into level 110 content and like dungeons and stuff like that, and they're easily doing 50-60% of the group's damage by themselves. It's like, whoa. Kind of like a reality check there for how much you've actually put work into your character before you imported them. Whereas most of these guys that come out just off of the create a character kind of thing. Okay, we're finna get wild here. Let's go bear. 'Cause we got our swipe back, so. I'm still trying to figure out how bear really works in kitty form. I mean, it works just like it always does, but I only get one of those frenzied regenerations, and it's like, maybe it's not worth being in bear after I do that one. And then I forget they can noob fire. So I'm swipe spamming, maintaining thrash, mangling, and maintaining noob fire while getting our iron flare up. Yeah, I don't know if that's any better than just nuking them down in kitty. Seems like all I do is drag combat out if I'm in bear form. I may switch that out for the Healy version or even Boomkin. You only leveled a monk to 120 on beta. Love the Windwalker. Nice. They have something with the rogues that came out on MMO Champion. They were talking about a blue post where they changed it. I don't think they changed it, but the rogues have had this ability in their talents, this tier where you're missing the third option. So like, I think it's tier 90 or tier 100. One of them had a question mark, and it says like to be implemented later or something like that. And they said that one's like a shadow clone. So the Windwalker has that earth, wind, and fire thing you can pop if you don't spec into, you know, the Serenity. The rogues have that now. The rogues have shadow clones. I want to see that. I'm very curious, but that's my alcoholism, I fear. So I'm trying not to. I'm trying to abstain. I don't want to switch classes and stuff. But yeah, so far I've done the Paladin, and the Paladin feels really nice, or he did, but they've changed him twice since I've leveled the Paladin, so who knows what that looks like now. Feral's, when I first started Feral was pretty strong, but I think they've even tweaked Feral a little bit to where it's not as strong as it once was when I first started this guy. But I can't tell you what they've actually messed with or what the post said that they changed. I think they were just tuning a little bit. It's weird because like they balanced all these numbers and stuff like that, and then allowed other well, maybe that's the right thing to do because of the phase we're in. Like, we're right before the pre-patch, so maybe they just do want to get a first look at what these classes are doing in BFA just right off the go. So whenever it actually does release, you don't have just one guy doing 50% of the group's damage. I still think that there should be a hard mode. Like, you know how they do level scaling and stuff, right? Like, you go through and, like, I just fought that rare. He's level 118 just like I am. So he's scaled up with my level, as opposed to, like, him being a static number and me being 115 fighting a 118 or whatever. I like that. I like that I can get a few rotations off whenever I'm fighting a mob. But what I would like even more is if every mob you fought like that rare I just fought. Like, if every mob you fight, but this could be like, you know, it could be more trying for some people's patience to fight just a regular mob as long as I fought that rare. But then, like, if you remember whenever I fought that named wanted quest B, like, I think that difficulty should be about where the rares are. So I guess what I'm trying to say, or what I'm getting at, is what if you could have a heroic mode for questing, or mythic mode for questing, where it's just a lot more difficult and you're kind of volunteering to take more time to level by doing so. But maybe the reward can be just as much suiting. Maybe that would throw the game's balance off way too much though. But I'd imagine that that would probably be a very fun game to play if they could let that be the case in some way. Have like a mythic questing mode, or even the dungeons, like being able to scale the difficulty of the dungeons up. I think it could be rewarding. Maybe that it helps you level faster. Maybe you get like certain types of gear, or even like maybe if it's just like cosmetic stuff, like the collections tab type toys and mounts that you get as rewards for quests instead of just gear. Like, I don't know. Maybe you get the same rewards, but like more of a chance for the items to proc proc epic or warforged or whatever. But like, I would love that. I would love to be able to tune the difficulty a little bit higher. And I guess honestly, I could probably kind of do that like on my own without any of that. Like, for example, I could just go like this and have my difficulty. This is what I used to do on my rep pally. Just grab them all. This is probably suicide. As far as I can tell, it looks like it's suicide. Oh, that guy reset, damn. But yeah, this could be heroic mode, maybe. Ah! I used to do that on my pally though. Like, every time I was leveling him, like, I was so comfortable with the pally. I've been playing it since BC that I just grab everything, and you know, they're a support class, so they got all their buffs and cooldowns and stuff to help them survive. Maybe if I was a little bit gooder, if I got good at the feral, I could probably have pulled out of that situation. But like, for me, I'm still learning the buttons with feral. Like, I don't know just naturally where everything is, and what's working against me there is I'm also changing my spec and abilities out here and there, the war mode and all that too. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could pull 2 or 3 at a time and just see how that works. Put a little bit more pressure on myself instead of just like single targeting everything down. It gets kind of chaotic and messy when I do that though, which is fun. It can be fun. Big boss. The Lord's Behest. So we got Big Boss and the Lord's Behest. That's Zuldazar, Foothold, and Tierguard Sound. Okay. Let's go. I don't want this big ass thing. I want a different one. The Amani Battle Bear. No. Oh, in combat. I don't know. What's my favorite mount? I'm still a huge fan of the Protos. Maybe I'll get my green Proto. Or Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman could fit the theme a little better. Yeah, this thing's too big. So we got 225 Azerite. My dear friend Elude, I do hope you enjoy the festival. Be our guest. Be our guest. Be our guest. Did I get an item from that? No, just the crystal. Okay. Find Hendry Hardwick and Fogcliff Stand. Save our shipmates. That's south. What's going on up here though? Stables visited? Oh, okay. This is the Be Our Guest. So this is the Tortolin. Suit up, safety first. He's wearing his helmets and his shoulder pads. This horse starts trotting and he's like, whoa, it's going way too fast. That had me laughing. I'd like to heal and revive my battle pets for 10 silver. Thanks, bud. I don't do battle pets really, but still. Can't pass up an opportunity to heal and revive your battle pets. What is this? This looks like a dun 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 dun. To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, oh, my throat. That feels good. That cayenne on the back of your throat. Ah! Okie doke. Now, who else do we need? The inn and the smithy, huh? Like they're in this direction. Hopefully. Maybe we can mount. So, I hear they're going to bring out pathfinding. It sounds like right out the gate you'll be able to start doing achievements, progression towards pathfinding and BFA. So BFA Pathfinding 1. I imagine they're going to have a second part that's going to be released like, you know, weeks after the expansion's been out and the raid's going and everything like that. But yeah, I'm very interested in starting to work on pathfinding as soon as possible. It's going to be easier too for me because since I'm choosing to focus on just 2 tunes, I won't do like I did in Legion, and I won't have like different progression on the same thing with different characters. And what I mean specifically is Nighthold, the whole Nightborn Suramar questline area thing. In Suramar, I was very much like I didn't like leveling in Suramar because of the whole like disguise thing and everybody being able to lift that disguise. It's like, why have the disguise in the first place if you're just gonna fight everything in that zone regardless? But that demoralized me enough to where I didn't do all of it on any one character. I just ended up making it to where I was here, I'm gonna join the instance chat in case anybody's there. Did I join it? Instance. I don't know how to do it. Normally it pops up for me. Settings? Hello? No? It didn't join me for something. Testing, testing. Oh, okay. Invalid device? How? Okay, I guess the instance chat's down. I don't have a target. So this looks like a guy that's imported. We got a rogue, No Mercy. That's pretty cool. I like that name. His name is No Mercy. Like No Mercy, but a gnome. Well done. You gnomes. You guys are such characters. Oh. I waited that whole time just to step in at the last moment. Whack. Lock your pet taunts. Stop it. There's a lock here? I haven't seen him on the meters at all. I'm at least doing my 1.6k. Know what I'm saying? Ah, shiza. What am I doing? Let's get Roar up. Oh, did I just get MC'd? Oh, I got MC'd with Berserk. Youch. 3, 2, 1, and I'm out. Okay. She has the iris now. We'll grab her. We're still about 10 seconds left on our Savage Roar. Move away from others. 2, 1. Away from others. Now this one has the iris. Now we're gonna refresh Savage Roar here and do something kind of fancy. Oh no, we can't do Rip and Tear in a dungeon. Damn! That was part of my plan. So one thing to keep in mind if you are doing the war mode, you only get that war mode benefit whenever you're out questing. Inside of dungeons, not applicable. Kind of unfortunately, but still, I mean, it's a nice bonus out in the world, I guess. I guess world PvP should exist in the world. Alright. Is it this one? Yeah. Alright, we need to reapply Savage Roar. Whoops, that's not the correct button. There we are. Unstable mark, move away from others. We'll wait till it's about to expire and then move away. No mercy. Well done, No Mercy. Props to you. Alright, so I just reassure myself because he's 113, I'm almost 120. I could have started over with Elude or Nightmare or Daydream, but the way I saw it was, well, I'm already 120 in BFA on those guys, and this is kind of like temporary progress. This isn't leveling your character for whenever it releases. So I can get into the same content as I would anyways at 120 with just the BFA characters. And the only reason why I did import anything was just to get access to my collections items, believe it or not. Which is funny for me because I actually don't care a whole lot about those type of things, like the I keep on doing that, I'm sorry. I don't care a whole lot about here, let's do this. I don't know why I haven't already did this. Swap my button logic a little bit to make more sense. Oh, here's a rare. I didn't realize there was a rare here. Kind of forgot what I was saying. Something like, I don't care about the collections tab items a whole lot, but I still wanted my collections items. Because the ones that I do have, I feel like I earned. I should have access to those at all times because they're mine. I think that's the warrior leaving a flame trail. Where are we going? Don't follow me. I don't know where I'm going, guys. Warrior went this way. Didn't he? Yeah, he did. I juked the whole group. Sorry, guys. I wasn't trying to go the wrong way. I just thought that's where y'all went. Okay, so open up on him. Now our buff is in the correct location. And we're gonna get a rip on the runic disciple. We'll even interrupt because we're cool. I almost popped my berserk, but I really think if you're gonna pop berserk or any kind of 2-minute, 3-minute cooldown, if you are gonna pop it, you gotta pop it at the beginning of the pull. Kind of later in the game, you're really just wasting your resources. You don't want to pop it when they're already at like half health or below or something, you know what I mean? So like now, if I pop berserk now, it would make sense to. Then I'll buff it. Then I just go swipe mode, activate. So this is about as high as I get on the meters, which was substantial before the character import. Like 5K and 6K was a lot of damage. Now it seems like 12K and 15K is a lot of damage, as is the nature of level scaling and gear scaling and stuff. You don't need to get that off. I'm gonna refresh my Savage Roar. That was a good catch. Alright, so let's dot this guy up. Alright. We're doing okay. We're doing better than the Warlock. What is the Warlock, by the way? Out of curiosity. Soul Thorn, switch targets. We'll bite that one. If the target isn't going to live for a very long time, I prefer to bite over dotting, which for obvious reasons makes sense. So this thing, this little mark here, the candle wards, you got to watch out for in this dungeon because they'll reduce the damage these creatures will take. I'm going to refresh Savage Roar right there. Go back into shredding and maintaining my rake and attempting to keep rip up. Ragaga. Ragaga. Yeah, we didn't do too bad there. Almost as good as the tank, who also I believe is a character import. Yeah, he's got Legos. Validation. Okay. Come on, get good, Feral. So much of how your damage is calculated depends on your gear as well. If you're super geared for your level, if you've like say I just hit 119, right? So if I were to get all the 119 pieces of my gear here, like if I were to go out and quest and get a whole lot of new pieces of gear, is how I probably should phrase it, or even doing dungeons and getting new pieces of gear, that gear that drops will be scaled to the level that I currently am. Now, the reason why your damage drops if you're playing any other class or whatever and trying to level the way level scaling works, that gear doesn't continue to increase as your level increases. It stays back at the level where you first attained it. So current progression kind of matters in the level scaling world. Like, as soon as you hit a level, get and replace as much gear as you possibly can as quickly as you can, and your stats will reflect more of a higher damage output or higher healing output or more, you know, tanking avoidance or hit points or whatever you want to say. Like, so with the nature of level scaling, fresh new gear is important. So doing the things that keep giving you that fresh new gear it'll make your quality of life a lot better as you're doing dungeons and questing and stuff. Target not in line of sight. He can LOS you with his tables and plates, guys, so keep that in mind when you're fighting this dude. Positioning kind of matters. Alright, we got 12 seconds on Savage Roar. I think we'll let our next one be our Savage Roar. There we go. They got some ads coming out. I'm not even going to switch targets because we're nuking things so hard that it's probably not that important. We can kill him before the ads do anything. And then the ads just disappear. So we got a cloak. That's really good for us because that's a item level 273 replacing a 268. That makes our overall item level 267. Oh man, I keep on hard casting my heal. I don't know why. I'm not trying to. Like some kind of a mental disconnect thing happening there. Oh, dot this one. So that uproot will knock you back, and then also if you stand in it, it'll do a little bit of nature damage and slow you down a lot. I've noticed there are a few things that you can actually get away with standing in. Now, I don't think that you should make a habit of standing in things, but in at least normal mode while you're leveling, it's okay. Like, your screen will turn completely green like in Freehold, or yeah, I think Freehold, I think that's the name of it. your screen will go like really spooky colored and stuff, and you think, oh no, I'm being bad by standing and stuff. Well, if the position is giving your damage an advantage, and the damage that you're taking isn't super bad, like it's not like detrimental to you like living or dying that pull, then I say stand in the shit. Like, go ahead and take that small amount of damage, pop a defensive cooldown if you need, but that's what we have them defensives for. I'll go many runs without ever using any of my survival instincts. But if you're using everything at your disposal as a DPS, like if you're playing your role properly, your job is to take as much damage as you can, or to do as much damage as you can while taking as little damage as you can by avoiding mechanics and stuff like that. And then also offering whatever your support is. Like, you have different support roles and aspects with each different class. This guy just topped off. He was almost dead. I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling, guys. Don't mind me. Man, these spell effects. Yep, I'll move away.
Beware.
Pop it. There we go.
3, 2, 1.
Like this stuff, I don't want to stand in this stuff. And then moving away from others type things, like I try to still move away from others because that's just good practice. But if I was like Boomkin spec, I could probably get away and then still keep DPSing the boss, because I'd probably still be able to reach. Now I got this again, move away from others at the last second. Alright, go back in. Got that one. Move away at the last second. Alright, back in. I want to at least beat the warrior. Cool. I at least beat the warrior. Can I have the loot now? Oh, I got the dot. Get away. Okay. Can I have loot, please? Oh my god. Why are y'all standing next to me? I want loot. I love gold.
Foolish child. You lack vision.
Can't loot. Sad face.
That stalks you at every turn.
Well, I'll get that in the mail, I'm sure.
My ancestors defeated you ages ago.
Gonna report it and watch the mailbox. Mailbox, I suppose. Okay, Lord Waycrest. Was it Lord and Lady Waycrest? What does it say in the journal? Yeah, Lord and Lady Waycrest. Okay. Bug report. When fighting Lord and Lady Waycrest. Waycrest. At the end of the encounter, when they died, the party was unable to loot, even though their bodies are sparkly yellow. Man, that's 2 bugs today. Alright, Blizz, I'm gonna be expecting. Oh, no. Oh, there it goes. It's working now. You can loot. The moment I submitted the bug, it disappeared. But still, that's still a bug. That's still something they should be aware of. Oh, my bad. Didn't realize you guys went ahead like that. Throws a vial of chemical fire at the tower, burning corpses of the Death Touch slaves. Oh, we get an extra item. So I bet if we kill if we burn these corpses. Here. That's what the quickly burn it is. I hear him say that all the time, and I'm like, I wonder what that's about. So,
Beware.
how did I get that vial though? That's interesting. Well, anyways, so it appears as though the mechanics in this fight work like that. Like, you kill those mobs and then you burn them so they don't res. Thank you, folks. All right, I'm gonna pop out. Looks like we're still in combat somehow. All right, cool. I'm gonna get straight back to leveling. I just need a quick bio, guys. I'll be right back. I'm not even gonna AFK screen it. I'll just turn off my cam for a moment. So BRB, quick bio. Alrighty, folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sometimes humanity takes over. Smithy visited. Alright, that's taken care of. Let's requeue. Hop in another dungeons. This is my favorite way to level, guys. I don't know if y'all have ever tried it this way, but remaining in dungeon queue as a DPS and then questing. It's really good. It gives you like a nice little 20-minute break every once in a while from the grind. And then also like it gives you a break from the dungeons as well by mixing it up with some quests. Highly recommended. Oh, combat. Did anybody else when I hopped on that mount just hear dun 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 dun? I don't actually remember what the theme was for the Argent tournament. Oh, this is a bola. Can I get those with the bola? Oh, nice. Again, like this is just button mashing, guys. All you gotta do is button mashing for these vehicle quests.
The Roughnecks have already introduced you to their favorite tool, the bowlers.
The bolas. The bolas. These things must know the way because they have the bola. Alright, what did he say? They're a bit rare, but they're worth a lot of points. Oh, points. Okay. Oh, I'm jumping fences? Okay, I didn't see that, I'm sorry. Jumping fences. He could really just do one fence. Alright, so there's all those. Yeah, man, totally. That's what they always say. I am feral. You don't get more natural than feral.
Feel free to ride him around the estate as much as you like. Begin!
Ragaga. Any other bola-ables? Oh, I'm getting my buttons mixed up, my bad. I thought I was a natural for a second there. There's a bola. I'm missing these on the ground. I could do better at that. It's more timing based, I guess, with those. Jeez. Oh, he calls out the Zeppelins. Nice. Don't mind if I do.
Good show. Keep it up.
I want to do this all day. I got rainbows style. Alright. Retrieve Lord Norrington's favorite horse in the Hobbit. Hold on, score my next run. I want to.
All stories of your adventures. Ready, set, begin.
Bola. Oh, damn. He disappeared. Producer Blue214 says, "Hi, how are you doing?" What's up, Producer Blue214, aka AD? I'm doing well. How about yourself? Look at them style points. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, just 11. No, keep it going. 12, 13, 14. Let's keep jumping. More important to keep jumping.
Zeppelin out.
Coming for that Zeppelin. Where's it at? There it is. Keep going. That was kind of a sideways one. They gave it to me though. No point in jumping a whole lot if you don't maintain these kills. Is that another Zeppelin? Oh, there's many more. Bola. 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 Get that thing. 34, 35, 36, 37. Oh, I keep on getting 2 and 3 mixed up. They're really giving it to you even if you don't get it exactly over. There's a bola. I think I dropped. Yeah, I had like 36 stacks I just dropped. Damn. Swing and a miss. How about now? Get them stacks back up. Come on. Oh, there's bolas. Or Zeppelins, rather. Keep hopping. I just saw that one. I'd want to make a macro of that for some reason. Or if I could. There's a bola. Zeppelin. I keep calling it a bola. Bola's what I'm supposed to be casting. A Zeppelin's what the name of that thing is. I'm able to do it this way because I'm steering with the mouse. And then I'm just using the buttons to do the mechanics. I saw that bola shadow. Or the Zeppelin shadow. Jeez. Keep calling these bolas. Here's another one. There's another 2. Can I get that one before it disappears? No. 27, 30. I bet you if I zoomed out, I'd probably have a better look at the field. Ugh. Go back for that one. Oh, I missed the jump there. How long does this go on? Is there a timer somewhere or something? Bola. I got him. Ooh, there's 2 bolas. Where did it go? Get that one. It's coming away. I'm trying too hard right now. 45. Come on, get him. How long is this thing? Come on now. Is it going to end? So look for the shadows. That's how you keep track of the Zeppelins, it looks like. And then just keep jumping over fences. If you're steering with the mouse, you can jump over a couple fences really fast. Oh, Zeppelin. And then this one. 61. Yeah, come at me, bros. Huh. How long does this go? It's kind of a dry spell there if you're taking that long route there. There's one. I need to use my speed a little bit more. I bet you if I got on them straightaways, that'd be a good opportunity to use the speed. Come on. Hiya! Hiya! Any more? Here's one. Ooh. That was kind of a slow sprint. Here's the Zeppelin. 2 of them actually. Get this one first. This one. That one's leaving. Get him. Did I get it? I don't think I got it. I saw another one there. I think I missed it. Damn. Okay, so that hopping thing maxes out at 100, FYI. When you jump over fences, that stack doesn't get any higher. You get to that point and you're just maintaining 100. So you can only get as much as 100 style buff. Usually these types of things have an achievement associated with it. If you can get so many stacks or so many points.
It's too far away.
Yeah, it is. How long does this last? Am I hitting a certain score or something before it finishes? Shoosh, almost lost it. Oh, come on, bowler that one. Got him. Let's bowler this one. Hop over the fence. Over the fence, you! How was that, buddy? Does this just go on indefinitely? Because I'm just sitting here doing this. I don't know, man, because the one in Hydro, there's like a trampoline you can jump on. And you gotta land so many consecutive jumps on that. And it feels like you're doing it for a minute. Ah, shit. Almost lost it. But eventually you get an achievement. So maybe I'm supposed to hit a certain score. Ah, lost it. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Welcome to the Norwington Equestrian.
Was it not scoring that run? You scored 228 or 288 points during your last scroll. Step into the field because score. Oh, okay. So it was tracking my points, huh? I think I'm good on that. What is that called?
Eat, drink, enjoy.
Score? Practice run? Okay, I'm done. I don't know. That seems like a time waster. But I'm going to double check that whenever BFA comes out to find out what that is. Producer Blue214 said bark bark, and Milad Hazanzadeh says, what are we doing here? This is Battle for Azeroth. I was doing the mounted combat thing. It's like a quest kind of in Northwington Estate. So it reminds me kind of like Trial of Crusader or whatever. We're looking for Rose, so we need to find Rose and Mount Rose. But yeah, I was trying to see if there was like an achievement associated with getting like a super high score. So what I was doing was hopping over the fences for a style buff, and that style buff enhances the multiplier of your points that you're getting from attacking target dummies and throwing bolas at zeppelins. So I got to 100 stacks of style, and then I tried just doing as many of those target dummies and bolas as possible. Now they said that the bolas are worth more points than the target dummies, so I was trying to focus more on those, but still like hitting the target dummies is filler. It looks like, judging from that horse, that we're probably going to be encountering more mounted combat here pretty soon. So we need to rally these guys. Let's blow this battle horn. So that's 3 rallied. Ah, okay, so we do it on our mount. And we need to slay intruders. Ah, okay, so we use this to do... Cool. Are these guys, do they count? Oh, we can rally the puppies. Rally puppies on me! There's one puppy that's stuck inside of the porch there for whatever reason. And then we need to kill 20 of these, I think it said. Oh yeah, this is everywhere out here. Okay. So let's get back to button mashing. Button mash for the win. Rally that dude. Oh, they're even out here. Okay, cool. Don't mind if I do. Maybe we can get some style buffs. Style! We're getting style! We're so stylish. Let's keep getting that style stacks. You gotta be kind of dead on with the harpoon thing. That means like getting them right there on your kind of right hand side. More style! Alright, let's rally this guy. Oh, yeah, he got it. Rally this one. These guys didn't get the rally. A little bit of server, you know, misconnect there. As I see myself running by, the server doesn't often see it that way. So I had to go back and double tap that rally. Alright, looks like we're done with that piece. Get up here. I bet you I probably could have just hopped off this horse and killed those like straight up. We probably didn't need the horse to do all that, but it's just another way to complete the quest, I guess, those vehicle quests. So we got a polearm with 130 agility or a staff with no agility. I'll take the polearm, thank you. Now, that's a 98 DPS. I probably should have looked at the DPS, but that's okay. We're fine with the staff. I always prefer stacking as much of the main stat as possible. But, I mean, I hear that secondary stats aren't going to be as severe, actually. Like, oh, a trinket. Okay, so Mount Cooper and begin your show and score at least 300 points. Only got 288 that last time, and I was sitting there for a minute. Am I on Cooper? I'm on Cooper. Okay. Yep. Okay. Keep an eye out for those whatchamacallits. For the Zeps. Any Zeppelins? Yep, here comes the Zeppelin. I don't think I got that second one.
Zeppelin out!
What the hell? Did I beat the score? 290?
Zeppelin out!
I lost my style buff for whatever reason.
You've done it again, my friend. Well
Okay.
done. Bully! Make yourself at home.
Hey, it upgraded. That's nice to see. Your spells and abilities have a chance to grant you haste. Cool. We'll get a look at haste then. 245 or 210. Let's replace our 210. That gives us 134 agility plus the 85 from our 245. So we're stacking mastery and haste with our current trinkets. And, excuse me, we won't have to worry about 12 applications of nature damage. I'd rather boost my secondary stats. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we got 302 points that show. And I think that was the last quest of this area. Oh, look, they're shooting fireworks. What is that about? What's going on over here? Oh! You hear that? And this is the BFA OST YouTube in the background. The music feels like it's matching up with what this thing should be producing. Right? Doesn't that look like that? It's interesting.
What can I do for you?
I guess these guys are happy because the tournament's over and we kind of saved them. Pretty. Yay! Yay! Alright, moving on. We're done with this. We got Big Boss up there. Yeah, all the rest of this appears to be taking us out of this zone. I am curious about what's down here though. I may want to go down that way. Maybe that's part of Drusvar though? No. That's still all Tearsguard. So maybe there's something that leads us that way. Dust in Time. Save our shipmates. Big Boss. Big Boss Tack. Let's just run up there and see. We're still in dungeon queue, so we'll get a dungeon pop here pretty soon, I'm sure. Yeah, we got like 5 minutes till a dungeon pops. Maybe we can get up there to the roughneck Big Boss guy. There's some animal tracks there. I wonder what that's about. Getting some kind of FPS lag here. Still about 60-70 frames a second though. I think it's just putting a little bit more pressure on the computationals with having this soundtrack playing in the background, because I'm buffering YouTube the whole time. And everybody knows how Chrome is a resource hog. I think I got plenty of RAM for that to not be too much of an issue, but I get these frame rate spikes sometimes. Or it's not even frame rate spikes, it's more like juddering or tearing or something, I don't know. There's probably some kind of graphical option that I could set to make it do that less. But I'm gonna have to toy with it, I don't know.
I'm a busy fella.
Hey, we got a Wildhammer clan dwarf here. Wendigos, or Wendy's.
Let's get back to work.
Let's get back to work. Waters use otters in everything they say. Alright. I'm out of range. When I get these guys that follow me, I gotta remember that they aren't stealth as well. Some of them will stealth. Like, there's a gnome that'll follow you at some point. I think it's in this zone. But that gnome that follows you will stealth whenever you go stealth. What is this about? Looks like a ship froze here. Caution, Wendigo sighting. Bloodied boot.
This poor soul's been dead for ages. Let's look east for the supply cart.
East, okay. Looks like somebody else might be in the area. We need to keep our eyes peeled. It could be a horde.
Seems they got dragged that way. Up the glacier to the northwest.
So those of you that that like war mode, or if let's say if you like the idea of war mode, then you actually like PvPing in war mode. Kind of what I'm doing, which is kind of accidental, but I may use at a later time intentionally, is war mode enabled, but in an alliance kind of heavy zone. Like Tirisgard is the equivalent of Zandalar, I imagine. Like the hordes, whenever you first start a horde character, you start in Zandalar. That's like your hub, your main base. And or the zone is where your main base is stationed. Well, you can kind of get away with war mode without actually having to worry too much about PvP, because you're staying more on, like, you know, the ally side of the world, like Kulturas. And Zandalar's true the same, vice versa. On the horde side, you can stay in Zandalar, which is more like a horde native zone, and you have to worry less about seeing any PvPers over there. Now, it could be the case, like, say you're going war mode and you want to actually go PvP some people. Well, then, you know, it's in your best interest to actually hit up that opposing faction zone and do as many quests as you can over there. I'm not sure actually how many quests as an alliance character I can actually pick up in Zandalar, but I know I do have a mission board that sends me to Zandalar to begin at least a hub over there. So if you're itching for the battle and you want to get into some player versus player, I recommend going to the opposing faction zone to do your questing, than sticking to your main one. Like, but if let's say you don't want a PvP, but you still want the benefits of, you know, the war mode talents that you get, like I have Fresh Wound, Enraged Main, Rip and Tear, and Adaptation on the Druid here. Well, just stick to your native faction's area, and you're less likely to see people. But again, kind of like the same warning, be wary and on the lookout for players that actually are seeking PvP coming into your zone to attack you. Oh, that's just a little tidbit I just noticed just now, a little bit of infos. And I'm actually even gonna write that down, what time I've started talking about this. 152, we'll say 150. 1 minute 50 PvP / war mode info, and then that'll probably be like a short rant video there. Save as we'll save it as a BFA stream comments. That way I can highlight that later for anybody interested in that. Is there a reason why it's not saving? Oh, because of the format. My bad. There we go. Alright, sorry guys. Look at this dude. Who is... What? What is that? Dude looks like a savage. Shadow form, dungeon preparation. That's cool. Look at this guy. This is a shadow priest, guys.
Beware.
Can't even really get a good look at him. Oh, you know what it was? He was in shadow form, and his since he's a void elf, his entropic embrace kicked in. Yeah, there it is. Entropic. No, maybe that's Twist of Fate. That's cool. Look at this guy. Oh wow. Yeah. Wow, Tolkien, you look badass.
Beware.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's get up on the charts here, guys. Let's crank it up a notch. Still interrupting some stuff because we're cool.
Beware.
Oh no.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Dang. It's the big guy. He's doing it's the same dudes that do that mess in Eye of Ashara. They raise you up like that and smash you down. And as far as I can tell, there's not anything you can do about it. It's just part of the fight until that guy gets nuked down. This Shadow Priest though, look at that. Dude's cool. I don't think it is Twist of Fate because he has the effect on him right now. Maybe I'm not tracking all the buffs though.
Beware.
We're gonna refresh. I can't stop looking.
Beware.
I thought it was your entropic embrace with shadow form at first, but I don't see that buff on you. He says that he thought it was a bug because he doesn't know what's doing it. He says, I don't know if this is the shadow form, if this is the new shadow form, or if it's just a bug. But he says he digs it too. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty neat.
Beware.
Okay. Let's get back into this. I'm very poorly geared for 119. The same's gonna be true for whenever I hit 120 as well though. Here, let's get ourselves a full stack of Savage Roar. So we got our Savage Roar up. I think we'll be able to take some advantage of it at least. Predatory Swiftness heal. That took us out of stealth unfortunately, but that's okay. Alright, coming up on needing another Savage Roar. Alright, we're gonna Savage Roar now. Preemptively, kinda. And refresh our rip. Ooh, we got an orb. Oh, I thought he was my void orb. I went for him. I mean, that's probably not always going to be the case. I doubt I'll confuse them every time like that, but it confused me that one time. Undertow on me? Oh, I don't want Undertow. Choking Brine. Okay. Maybe I was leaving that schmutz everywhere. What was this? Girdle of... It's a plate item. Okay. 69, 98, 45, 2... Skimming my weapons right now to check the DPS. I wonder if my flight form... No. Yeah. In Legion, if you unlock all of your class order hall, if you do all of your class order hall, you get to a point where you can get the class mount. Like the monk just had his out just now. So that made me wonder if, as a druid, I had access to mine since I imported Epic Pro, who has access to that. I know Epic Pro has it, and it's account bound whenever you do unlock it. So every other alt that you have that is the same class, which is like, you know, honestly, other than Horde and Alliance, why would you have multiple of the same class? That's the case with me. I have an ally druid and a horde druid. So, well, not on retail, but here in BFA I do. Anyways, I got a Horde Pally and an Ally Pally on Legion, and since I got the class mount on my Horde Pally, that opened it up for my Ally Pally whenever I leveled him up, or her up. So class mounts are shared across your account, which is kind of cool. But since it's flight form, specifically, you don't see it on the ground.
Beware.
Or maybe you could. I mean, I don't know. It is just flight form though, so it's not in your book, is it? Yeah, druids are weird like that. That's a weird thing for druids. I don't think I can go into my mounts and get the druid's class mount from here. Yeah, no, I can't. Because it's an ability. It's like a spell. Alright, we gotta pull them out of this mess, guys. I think they're aware. We're gonna stun that carved flesh. Oh look, we got 2 orbs. One just overwrote the other though. Yeah, get them out of there. If you get carved flesh, get in the damage protection room. I don't know if a lot of people know that if they start carving your flesh, you want to get into the damage protection rune because that does a lot of damage. Okay. And then the rune, it reduces your damage taken by 75%. Conversely, it reduces the enemy's damage taken by 75% as well. I'm gonna take the apprentice out. Oh, get out of the schmutz. This schmutz hurts. What are my hit points looking like? I'm gonna pop a defensive and just stand in the schmutz. And then I'm gonna use my healing ability. Yeah, we're good. Don't worry about me. Every time I see this pop up in the middle of my screen, I want to switch to move anything to get it out of my way. I don't like having it there. There's an add-on called Move Anything, and it does what the add-on says.
Beware.
There's just those instances where I see that dialogue pop up in my face. I wish I could move it.
Beware.
Oh, my neck is stiff. Alright. Refresh our Savage Roar with our 5 combo point finisher. I'm gonna wait till he gets him in a nice group, and then I'm gonna start AoE. Ooh, I'm super slow. Get off of me. Let's refresh Rip on this guy. Got him in the rune here. If they're in that room, it dispels all their dots, so you got to reapply them. That's something useful to know. Every time they cast that. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Fix your add-on, DBM. Oh shit. Don't do it to me. Pop a defensive and our other kind of on-use defensive. Stay above the tank. Where? This way? Up here. Over here. I like to lead the tanks if it's a warrior, because he can charge you. He's like, that'll be $4.99. No, he'll like intercept you, and that helps him move a little faster. He has to have somebody in front of him in order to be able to do that. And something is chewing me up. Oh, it's this unending darkness. We gotta get that off. Can't do that, brah. I just realized I have Typhoon. I think I'm gonna change that. Let's go back to Mighty Bash. Soul of the Forest, that's cool. We can do that. Renewal. Tiger Dash is fun, but I kind of like Renewal as well. I still have my regular sprint. You can't stun those guys, huh? Oh yeah, you can. No, you can't. I didn't see my Mighty Bash actually stun them. I don't know. Still undecided. Those guys are stunnable. Get out of the schmutz. That stuff takes a while to activate after it drops. Alright, here we go. Get our orbs. Sweet. I'm gonna go for Savage Roar, Tiger's Fury, and we're gonna dot everything and start just raking. Rip Mind. Oh no. Not the one you want. Oh, I'm stunned. Ugh. Quick, heal the tank. The tank's up. I don't know how. Did he release? Why? Felt like I could have B-resed there. Oh, those things. Sorry, I didn't know this. Actually, let me go back for the tank. I don't know why he released. Where you going, tank? Come on, brah. Oh, almost aggroed that group. So I decided to go turkey mode. Oh, whack. Turkey. I said, I'm coming. Here comes the Druid train. Choo choo. Am I running as fast as he's mounted? Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I feel the stream starting to sweat. It's always at about the 2-hour mark, my FPS. I think my computer becomes a bit encumbered by the stream. So I think after this dungeon we might wrap this episode up. Just for fear of quality deprecation or degradation. Yeah, because you can just see me, I'm like jumping all over the place while I'm just running. Shouldn't be doing that. We'll give the CPU a chance to cool down.
And Queen Ashara will grant us the power to do so.
Queen Ashara will grant us the power to do some. Bound by void energy. I'm not going to interrupt every single cast there, DBM. Just the important ones. So, Awakening Void. Oh, see, somebody else interrupted that. That's why. Oh, I didn't even notice. I'm sorry. What is this? Unable to take actions, immune to stun, receiving sufficient damage will remove ancient mind. So I need to take damage. Maybe I could block other people's shit. Take me damage. Take me damage. There we go. Again, mind controlled. So I guess you DPS people who get MC'd there. I was kind of useless that entire encounter. This is a 273 with versatility mastery. Maybe we'll build up separate sets of gear to try to figure out if crit or versatility or mastery is better for the secondaries.
Something is not right. Darkness still festers here.
Darkness still festers here.
Some unseen evil still lurks in the dark.
There's unseen evils in the dark?
Its influence from the shrine.
I'm not sure if you are seeing that, but there's these tentacles down here that's kind of creepy. It's the Kraken. Oh, I got shifted out. The abyssal eel. Take this, abyssal eel. Oh, shiza. I keep on I get why I do that now. I just figured it out. So, to buff my damage with predatory instincts, every time I do a 5-point combo point finisher, I get predatory instincts, and what that does is it allows me to have an instant cast heal, which is super useful because it buffs my next two abilities with blood talons up by 20%. So yeah, that's nice, but the downside is sometimes, like in the AoE situations, I noticed I'll cast my I'll try to use predatory instincts before I do the combo point finisher, and that shapeshifts me out of out of kitty form. I want to see something. I'm gonna sit here.
4,
So I'm
3,
silenced.
2.
Am I taking damage?
Beware.
10k shadow damage every second. Okay, so I do take damage. 10k is kind of I guess it's kind of a large amount, considering I got 70k, so I could take 7 ticks of that if I weren't getting heals. Our healer is eating it right now. Don't die, heals. Oh, the healer died. Alright, when we get out of this, I'm gonna B-res him. I got you. Okay. Run away, little girl. Come on now. So I heard there were some changes to tank threat. I was just thinking about that just now because the boss ran to the tank, as it should. Even after that little whatchamacallit. I haven't noticed it. I haven't really noticed tanks having any trouble holding aggro, so tank threat still seems to be pretty good, pretty on par if you know what you're doing, I guess. Thank you. Alright. We done with that. Leave this. And we're about half a level away from 120. I'm probably going to max this today, to be honest, guys. I'll probably stream again a little bit later. But for the time being, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. This is the beta. And it's been fun, guys. It's been really cool running with you. So until next time, I don't know what he said. Let me try that again. Farewell. Alright folks, take it easy. Appreciate y'all tuning in. See you later, producer Blue214 and Malad Hazana Deha and Tribal Eyes and all the rest of you folks who are tuning in and watching today. And all of you on YouTube as well. Like I want to give y'all something in the comments to do. Tell me what you're playing in BFA and why. It'd be interesting to hear you guys' input and feedback. So see you later, folks.